Let's walk through setting up Rebuy Checkout Extensions. Before we get started, checkout customization is only available to Shopify Plus merchants. Checkout extensions are not just a great way to add personalized one-click offers to your cart, but also to use content blocks to customize the cart to add trust badges, reviews, and more to reduce the chance of abandoned carts. Okay, let's log into the Rebuy admin by heading over to rebuyengine.com and clicking Login. From this page, enter your information and we'll be brought to the Rebuy admin. In the Rebuy admin, we're going to navigate over to Checkout Extensions on the left-hand side, and then click Get Started to set up our first checkout extension. In this video, we're going to focus on in-checkout recommendations, but we'll have more information on this page about setting up the other extension types, like content blocks. We're going to click Select, and then name this checkout offer whatever we'd like. Then hit Create Widget. Here's a look at our checkout offer. We can see how these products are recommended by heading over to the data source and clicking Edit right here. Currently, this data source is set up to use our recommendations engine, which means our AI will showcase the most up-to-date recommendations for your customers. We can customize this even further by editing the data source, but for now, let's leave it with the recommendations engine. And if you'd like to learn more about data sources, we'll leave more information on this page that you can check out. Okay, let's close this page and head back to our Checkout Extensions widget. Let's give this checkout extension a title to attract customers by going over to Language and then throwing a title in here. Let's say, Don't Miss Out on These Favorites. Then we'll hit Save in the top right corner and click Yes. That's all we have to do here to set up this widget, but now there's some things we have to do on the Shopify checkout page. Before we hit Preview right here, we want to remember our widget ID in the blue box up here at the top. We don't have to write it down because all we have to do is click it and it'll be copied for pasting later. Okay, now let's hit that Preview button in the top right. This brings us to our Shopify checkout editor. To add our checkout offer, we're going to go over to the lower left-hand corner where it says Add App Block. From here, we'll click on our Rebuy Smart Component. And now let's include this app block in ShopPay. And remember that widget ID we saved? All we have to do is right-click and hit Paste, and there it is. Lastly, we don't want to hide this extension, so using this drop-down menu, let's hit No. Then we're going to hit Save in the top right corner, and our checkout extension is going to be added. Let's navigate back to take a look. It might not appear right away, so all you have to do is hit refresh on the page. And there it is, Don't Miss Out on These Favorites, right at the top of our screen. Let's hit full screen up here on the right so we can see what it looks like. Looks great, but you know what? I don't think we want it above the contacts. Let's put it over here beneath the subtotal. We'll go back to the editor by hitting Desktop, and then all we have to do is drag and drop and bring it all the way down to Order Summary and put it beneath the subtotal. Great, now let's hit Save in the top right. Now with another refresh, let's hit full screen and take a look. And there it is. We've got our checkout extension right where we want it beneath the total. If you hadn't already, hit Save in the top right. And now let's run a test order to make sure everything's running smoothly. Let's head on over to our homepage, add something to cart, and then hit Checkout. And take a look. We can see right here on the page, Don't Miss Out on These Favorites. Our checkout extension is right where we want it to be. We can even hit Add and watch it instantly adjust and add to our order. And that's it. You are officially set up with Rebuy's checkout extensions.